Yo, what's going on, ASI family? ASI Familia. We here. Y'all know what time it is, man. Again, we got another interview. You know what I'm saying? Um, we're gonna get this thing rocking and rolling, man. I appreciate y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all rocking out with your boy Truth. That's short for Truth Over Narrative. Let's make sure the volume is up right. Let's make sure we got everything where it's supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm just reading, just looking at you, making sure the volume right. You know what I'm saying? Making sure everything good. If you coming in, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you tap that like button if you coming in. If you in the building with your boy, I know y'all rocking with me because
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
appreciate that, Roger. You already know. Again, so y'all see the thumbnail. You know what I mean? I gave ample warning. I gave ample time. Uh, we in here with White Magic today, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, y'all know how we do on the interviews, but I think it's always dope to be able to interview somebody from our home state. You feel me? So, Jersey in the building, through and through. Y'all know what's going on. We should have Vito in here with me at the top of the hour. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, we here, man. We here. I had a good weekend. I was one of those ones that made the trip to Minnesota for the Morel Ekbeko fight. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty good. That was pretty, a decent experience. Some of them fights didn't live up to the shake, but hey, that Chris Colbert and that Rayo, that definitely did it. You know what I'm saying? So again, that Chris Colbert and that Rayo, that definitely did it. Hey, listen, we're gonna jump right into it. I got the guy from Jersey with me. You know what I'm saying? White Magic. Vito, what's good? How you
What's
feeling, man?
going on, bro? How's everything?
Man, everything good, man. First of all, I want to tell you, I appreciate. My man Vito done went out.
I'm
Okay,
here.
yeah, you. Hey, Vito, can you turn if you're using your phone, can you turn it? My man.
Oh wait, let me see. Will it flip?
Yeah, you might gotta take the lock off the phone if you got it locked.
Yeah, let me see. Quick.
Yeah,
Oh, there
yes,
we go.
sir. Yeah. Appreciate you, Vito. So first of all, I want to say, like, obviously me being from Jersey, you know what I mean? Slick Anderson from my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, this is a big one for me. But I want to tell you, like, for real though, I reached out to Big Vito. He texted me right back. You know what I'm saying? It's that shit is hard, man. It's hard to get guys to reach back out to you. Guys be in a Hollywood bag and all of that. So I
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, for reaching right back out, and I appreciate Big Vito for getting the schedule for me. How you feeling, man?
Nah, bro. I appreciate you. This is all love. You're gonna be in the building, obviously, December 29th.
Know
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. So I appreciate that. But this is love for sure. I appreciate you. And
Nah,
everything's going good. Been in training camp now for I mean, I've been really in camp for like 4 months because I fought back to back. This is gonna be my back to back fight. So,
okay,
yeah, training camp's going good. I'm down in Houston, Texas right now, and
okay,
I come back to Jersey tomorrow. But yeah, I'm locked in, ready to go.
okay. Nah, for sure. So please tell me you a Giants fan, man. Tell me that. Come on, man.
Nah, I'm a
Come
Jet
on,
fan,
man.
bro. I'm a Jet
Jets, are
fan.
you wilding, man? Come on, man. You
Since
supposed to
I'm
be
a
going.
baby, I'm a Jet fan.
You
Listen, we're both struggling over here, so it's not a problem.
you supposed to be turning up for my man Tommy Cutlass, man.
Yeah,
What's up, man? Come on,
yeah, he's doing his thing though. He's doing his thing.
Yeah. We took a loss, man, but it's all
Yeah,
good.
it is what it is.
Um,
It is what it is.
Facts, man. All right, man. So let's jump into it, man. So obviously you from Rosen, Jersey. You know what I'm saying? What was life like growing up for you? You know what I'm saying? Where you from? Me being from Newark originally, like you know how it is. Some places you don't even know they on the map until you see somebody say they from there, man. So
Yeah,
how was it like growing up where you grew up?
yeah. I mean, I come from a good family. I come from a family. I mean, my mom and dad, they raised me right. I really a suburban area. So like that's what's really interesting about my story. A kid that's hungry, a kid that has that drive, that is willing to go to dark places to get to where he wants to be, and meeting guys like Michael Anderson, who you mentioned. I've known Mike since I'm probably like 7 years old, 8 years old. So, I mean, the first time I started boxing, my dad brought me down neck to Jamar Carter,
Yeah,
and like it was just a different kind of environment
yeah,
from where I live. So it was like
yeah.
a new scenery for me. I was looking around like, damn, like I'm 7 years. What am I doing down here? Like you know what I mean? But Yeah, but
Word.
it's honestly everything is a blessing because not only did it obviously it benefited me in boxing, but just in life in general.
Yeah.
You don't you when you're from areas of like where I'm from, and you're almost in like a bubble wrap a little bit. Like
Word.
you're not seeing the real world. So for me to be able to get to see the real world, see what people in real life really go through, and that it was a blessing for sure to be down there. Really, since I'm 7 years old, I've been out down there since from 7 till like I was like 15, 16 training, and then
Yeah.
obviously I was moving around from state to state, really going around training.
Okay. So again, like you said, like you come from again, like some I don't want to say the typical story because I don't want to go that route, but you do say you come from a good family, a good neighborhood. Obviously, a lot of people know your dad and all of that. So with you kind of coming up like that, with the really the world at your hands for real, like why go boxing? Why what is it about the sport of boxing that's made you say, like, I'm gonna do this?
Really just so I started off, I love football. So football was like my first love. I loved football because it was real physical, and just you I was always like an aggressive kid. Like I don't know, it was just something I always liked to do, playing football, and it's still one of my favorite things to watch, favorite things to do, to go outside play football.
Yeah,
But really it came down to like I wanted to be able to control my own destiny. Like and
yeah.
seeing the first fight I ever watched was Floyd Mayweather versus Shane Mosley.
Mm,
And I saw that like you put in the work, you put in the time. You don't have to depend on teammates. You don't have to depend on nobody else if they're not doing their job. But if I do my thing, if I'm putting in the work every day, then I control my own destiny every time I step in that ring. So boxing, I feel like even like my family did. Nobody really thought that it was ever going to turn into this. Since like when I started when I was 7,
yeah,
they probably thought it was just going to be like a little phase that I went to. I wanted to started to box, and then once I started to fight, I loved it, and the people in the gym took me in as family. I have relationships that I've been building since I'm 7 years old with guys down there, so that are still like brothers to me till this day. So yeah, like I said, I was just watching the fight, and I told my dad I wanted to do that. I wanted to
word.
fight, and he was like, "All right," because my dad has a wrestling background. He wrestled in
Yeah,
high school,
okay,
so it's different, but it's similar in certain ways. So my dad, being who he was, he brought me down to a real gym and wanted to see if I would really like it. The first few days I hated it, but then I turned into a gym rat, and haven't turned back since.
okay. All right. So now, like, with this with boxing, and I don't even want they say boxing. I think with TV, whatever TV, anytime like you project it out there in the world, when people look at you, they kind of just see you right then and there, and they don't know about the grind that you put in. So
Yeah.
if you can talk to me about like some of your accolades in the amateurs, some
Hmm.
big fighters that you fought, or known
Yeah.
fighters that you fought, and some of the wins that you got in your amateur career.
Yeah, I mean, I've been at the top of the amateur since I'm a kid. I've been winning junior Golden Gloves. I was on the junior Olympic team, on the working out at the Olympic Training Center. I had probably over 180 amateur fights, probably
Mm,
like 150 something in like 20 something. I don't even know my real record, but
word.
I've shared the ring with a lot of guys. I sparred with guys like Jamal Charlo, Sean Porter.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been in there with everybody, and like I said, I've been at the top of the game since
word.
I'm a kid. And yeah, just I don't know what else is like. This is just what
Word.
I do. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah, I'm with you.
this is just like my lifestyle at this point.
Mhm.
Like, since I'm 7 years old, this is all I've known. This is all I've wanted to do.
Yeah,
And once I turned like about 13, 14, that's when I really knew like this was something that I could really do. And but I'm coming off a big win last in November 25th
yeah, yeah,
over Alexis Salazar. They had
yeah.
him to be my toughest opponent to date. We got him out of there in the first round.
Word, word,
Another
word.
guy before that, I fought a guy, Jose Sanchez. He was never dropped, never stopped. We stopped him in the fourth round.
Yeah,
So and these are all guys that have been in there with world champions, been in there with
for
top
sure.
prospects, and
Wait,
yeah, I
wait,
mean
hold on, Vito. You about to kill my questions, man. Hold on.
yeah.
We gonna walk right to that.
All right, cool. Yeah, so
Let me
that's what
walk
I mean.
into
So
that. Yeah,
I've been in there. I've been
yeah.
doing this since I'm 7. This is really all I know.
Nah,
This is all I
right.
know. This is all I do. This is
Mhm,
my life.
word. What you remember about your first pro fight?
So my first pro fight was on the undercard of Shakur Stevenson at the Prudential Center,
Word.
and I mean that night really changed my life. If you want me to be 100% honest with you, because it really, I sold a lot of tickets, and it was on a big card with Top Rank. I'm now signed with Al Heyman, but it was on a Top Rank card, and yeah, I sold a lot of tickets, and I was on the ESPN Plus app, and it made SportsCenter top 10,
Yeah,
and it was like a surreal moment. Like after the fight,
yeah,
I was home, and then I turned on my TV, and then I see myself SportsCenter top 10, something that I
right.
watched growing up every day. So I'm like, oh
Mhm.
damn, like this is
Yeah,
real.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
we started getting like a lot of calls for promotional deals and everything. But Al
Mm,
Heyman is who I went with. He's the best in the
okay,
game right now. Um,
okay.
he struck a huge deal with Amazon Prime, so I got big things coming ahead too.
Okay. All right. Now let's fast forward a little. We're not going to stay here, but let's fast forward a little bit. Obviously, we know during the bubble time, you went out to Cali. You took a loss to James Martin from
Yeah,
Philly. Um, I saw an interview when you said that that's the best thing that could have happened to you at that moment. Why was that?
because you start to get comfortable. You start to get complacent a little bit. I bought my first car after that, thinking, oh, I'm riding around in a nice pickup truck. I'm
Word,
starting not to
word.
be in the gym as I should be. I'm starting to eat the
Mhm,
wrong foods, eating fast food every day.
mhm,
And on the top of my athletic ID, it says professional. So I got to
mm,
live my life like a professional every day, whether that's eating, whether that's going to the gym every day, and whether that's just being consistent, doing the little things, doing the ordinary extra. That's how you become extraordinary. So just staying consistent. But that was the best thing that happened to me because it showed that proper preparation prevents poor performance. And when you step in there, you got to be fully prepared all the time, no matter who you're stepping in there with. You got to look
mm.
at every fight like a championship fight. So I say it was the best thing that happened to me. And that a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy, but that's my favorite fight of my career so far.
Sure. Let's talk about it, man, because I feel like you on every big PBC card that like it don't matter if it's a month apart, if it's three
Yeah.
months apart. I feel like you on are always on no card. So talk to me about one, your relationship with Al Heyman, and number two, why not sign to a top rank or the zone or somewhere like that?
Yeah. I mean, right from the get, it was. I mean, Al. He took me and treated me as family. And like I said, I was 18 years old. I took an L, and look at what he did for me. He gave me a homecoming that was supposed to be a rematch. The guy came in 8 pounds overweight. That's why the rematch didn't happen. But
Right.
then right after that fight, he gave me a Christmas Day fight on Fox in front of
I was
2.8
there.
million people. He's put me on all the big platforms, put me on all the big cards. He's taking care of me. He makes sure everything's good for me. So everything's lined up. You see me, I'm active. I'm staying active in
Sure.
the ring. And as a 21-year-old prospect, that's what you have to be. You have to be active, and you have to be gaining experience every time I'm in there. So I mean, me and Al talk. Obviously, my dad and him have a good relationship as well as my dad.
Yeah.
Obviously, guides my career. And yeah, like I said, he took us in as family. And listen, we're riding with Al to the top for sure.
Now, most fighters, right? Typical fighters, right? Most fighters is built in the dark, right? And when I say built in the dark, small shows,
Yeah.
travel a lot. You might not even hear about guys until they 10, 15 fights in, right? You've been under a microscope really since the first fight, bro. Like you said, you was
Yeah.
on ESPN top 10 your first fight. Talk about what it is to kind of come up like that, and you always on big cards, and people always talk about Vito, even when you wasn't even ranked at nothing like that. Talk about how it's been for you having your whole career damn near under a microscope.
Yeah, well, it could work in your favor or it could work against you. And obviously, that my first loss, it works against you because you're fighting on Fox in front of millions of people. That could be a downslope. But really, that's why I always said when I turned pro at 17, should I have turned pro? Probably not.
Mhm.
Was I ready to turn pro? Probably not. But we did anyway, and look where we're at now. So I wasn't ready to turn pro at 17, but my dad had the idea of, look, there's a show at the Prudential Center. This could be a big opportunity for you. And yeah, I went through all my growing pains really on live TV in front of millions of
Sure.
people, which a lot of guys don't do. And that's why, I mean, I get critiqued a lot. I'm still growing. I grow every
Right.
day, and that it's helped me in a lot of ways because I've learned to just block out the noise, just
Mhm.
tunnel in. As long as I believe in myself, no, it doesn't really matter what else is going on around me. So, uh,
Yeah.
it's a blessing in disguise.
Word. Now, before this last fight, you made the change from trainer Chino Rivas to Ronnie Shields. Right now, you got Buddy McGirt, you got Virgil Hunter, you got Derrick James. What went into the decision making to choose Ronnie Shields?
Really the work down here, the sparring down here, the level of sparring I'm getting. I mean, last camp I did over 100 rounds with Jamal Charlo,
Mhm.
alone, and now I'm sparring with Ioannis Tellez, guys with Andreas Katsarakis, who's 10-0 with 10 knockouts. Ioannis Tellez, if you saw him out, he was on the MVP card.
Oh, you spar with Ioannis Tellez?
Yeah, me and him sparred. So, look, that was a huge, obviously, reason why I came down here, because the
Okay.
work, and obviously just to work with a guy like Ronnie Shields. He's
Word.
top trainer in the game right now, and I'm down here with Anthony Carr as well, who has been with me on my team for a while now. So yeah, I'm growing down here. I'm learning a lot. I'm gaining a lot of experience,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm excited to show it all on December 29th.
For sure. Now, Alexis Salazar, like you talked about earlier, a guy we seen in with Adames, a guy we seen go to the distance with Xander Zayas, right?
Hmm.
You getting, first of all, you switching trainers and then getting him out of there in one round.
Yeah.
What does that tell us about Vito?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just growing. I just look at my journey, just focus on my journey. When you start focusing on all what everybody else does with opponents, I feel like you start to lose sight of what you got going on. So, obviously it's a statement win. Obviously, you
Mhm.
go in there, you stop a guy in the first round, but I know what I'm capable of. I tell everybody I know what I'm capable of,
Yeah,
and I told you I've been at the top since I'm a kid, since I'm a baby. So,
sure.
it's the world will find out soon. Just got to stay head tunneled in and just keep on going.
Nah, facts. Now, this past year, we seen Joey Spencer, Jesus Ramos mix it up. We seen a guy, I think he younger than you at 160, Elijah Garcia. We
Yeah,
seen him take two big step up fights. I checked the rankings today, Vito. You number 6 in the WBA. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? We know you got to fight December 29th, but are you looking in 2024? Are you looking to really make some noise and really get that step up fight that we know that you could take?
yeah. I mean, it all depends. If my team thinks it's right, I know I can fight anybody, whoever, whenever. That's always been my mindset. But um, it's got to make sense. Obviously, I'm young. I'm still a baby. I'm 21 years old. There's no reason to rush. If I'm continuing to grow every fight, then might as well just keep on growing. It's not like I'm not getting exposure without taking these big fights. I'm still getting exposure, still on the top platform.
Mhm.
But like I said, if it makes sense, then 100%. And obviously, like you said, everyone's got their own path. Guys like Elijah Garcia, he's taking these big fights. Joey Spencer, Jesus Ramos, they took a big fight. And I think the kid Xander Zayas is taking a big fight too, his
Sure,
next fight.
for
So,
sure. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
whatever
fair.
happens. But as of right now, I'm focused on December 29th. Like I said, every fight you got to take like it's a championship level fight. So just we're focused on December 29th.
For sure. Now again, I do know you focus. I know you're gonna go in there and handle business, but I gotta ask the question. A lot of guys, like for example, right now, you got Tank name being mentioned with some guys. Um, People had a class, right, of guys,
Mhm.
fighters they come in or fighters around their age. I don't know if you feel like this, I don't know if you've heard this before, but I feel like at some point before or at some point when you there with a strap or you about to get a strap, I feel like Xander Zayas is your dance partner. I really feel like that. I don't know. I mean, maybe tell me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
You're
But
not
is that
wrong.
a fight? Is that a fight that you see yourself maybe Madison Square Garden, maybe filling up the potential, and you versus Xander Zayas?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, why not? Me and Xander were roommates in the Olympic Training Center when we were both on the team. So, um, like I said, why not? Eventually, it's gonna happen regardless. So, uh, we're both grown. We're honestly on a path, like you said, to see each other eventually.
Word.
So, if it happens, it happens. I'm with it, 100%.
For sure, for sure. Um, Now let's just talk some regular boxing. I know you're getting ready for the fight, so let's switch it up a little bit. Talk some regular boxing. I know you're seeing all of the crazy chat going on with the Tank and Devin Haney and who's ducking and who's this. I know you've been around Tank a lot while you was younger.
Yeah.
How you see that fight playing out? Tank versus Devin Haney.
It's a great fight. I think realistically, if it was going to happen, it was going to happen when they were both at 135.
Yeah,
It's a little, why now is he calling him out when he moves up to 140? And that's to be. I think that's because just that size. Going up when you're going up to 165 pounds after a weigh-in,
Yeah.
that's a lot of weight. So that
Yeah.
like that's a lot of weight. A lot of guys don't look at it that way, but that's a lot of weight. So,
Hmm.
um, I I found it a little weird. Why not call Tank out when you were at 130? Like, why not make all that noise when it was at 135? Why now when
Yeah.
you're at 140? Knowing Tank
Yeah.
is gonna want to put a hydration clause
Yeah.
as he should. I mean, why
Mhm.
that it's smart in a way. Like, if I'm gonna come up to 140 and fight you, and I know your hydration already got leaked to the media saying that you go up to 165, why would I do that when we could have just did it at 135?
For sure.
So, yeah, obviously it's a huge fight. All those fights, they should do a tournament like they did with the
Or
with
Super
Andre
Six.
Ward and all
Yeah.
those other guys
Yeah.
back in the
Yeah.
day. So,
Super Six.
yeah, they should definitely make something like that. Maybe too much money involved, but we'll see what happens. See what fights get made.
Facts. Now, speaking of too much money involved, like you said earlier, man, Amazon Prime is in play right now, man. When you first got that news, what was you thinking? What was going through your mind when you first got the first of all the information that the Showtime thing is done, and now you're probably going to be fighting on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, I'm a huge football fan, so every Thursday I'm watching the games on Amazon Prime,
Right.
watching all the games on there. But I never like to be honest. Obviously, I was happy for Al and the company I'm with. It's a huge news. But my
Yeah,
dad, he was like, "You don't understand how big this is for your career." And I'm like, in my mind, I'm just like, I focus on the fighting, like you know what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's huge. It's a huge opportunity for all the guys with Al, and just Al in general. He's there. I know it's gonna be great. It's gonna be I'm excited to see how the first show looks for sure.
Nah, facts. Now, right now, who would you say is like your favorite top five current fighters to watch right now?
Top five current fighters to watch. Ever or right now?
Period. Whoever you like.
All
Your
right.
top five.
So I like Andre Ward.
Okay.
I like Roberto Duran.
Mm.
Right now, I like watching Tank right now. Tank is
Okay.
always exciting, but nobody really gives him props for like his ring IQ and everything. Obviously,
Yeah.
look at him as just a big puncher. Um, early Evander Holyfield, young Evander Holyfield. Um, five right now. I think you got to go Bud for
Okay.
sure. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Now I got a couple questions, maybe a little boxing related, maybe not, but we're gonna get into this. Again, I know you're getting ready, so I ain't gonna hold you too long. Um, when you walk into the ring, you know what I'm saying? You giving your trainer the hug or the dap, they about to get out, you know what I mean? You probably see pops in the crowd looking at you right there. Before that first bell ring, you stretching in the corner. What's
hmm
going through your mind?
just stick to the game plan. Be you. Just block out all the noise. Lock in on my coach's voice. My coach, I'm always gonna hear my dad's voice. We get to be in a room full of 100,000 people, and he could just say my name. I'm gonna look right at him. So, lock in on those voices. And just like I said, just focus on the game plan and just go out there and be me. Control the pace of the fight. Do what I do best.
Okay. Um, now being a fighter again, like I said, being under that microscope so young, your first fight, you on ESPN, you essentially having pro fights in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, talk to me about like maybe some of the issues you had to deal with, maybe the peer pressure, maybe the girls, maybe friends switching up, and
Mhm.
what would be some advice for somebody that you would have that's in a similar situation like you?
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, in high school, I was what was it? Really, my whole senior year. My whole senior year got cut short because we were in the COVID year. I
Oh
graduated
yeah, yeah,
2020.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, but I have the same friends since I'm young. So my friend Vin, Matt, Jay. So I've had the same friends really since I'm young. Never really expanded. Like my high school was full of like 4 towns, and I've never
Word.
really expanded into like different towns and everything, making like new friendships, new
Yeah,
relationships. But I think that's important too. The people you surround yourself with, and the voices you let get into your head, and the people you
yeah.
hang with. The that ultimately shapes you as a person as well.
Mhm.
So, but really just staying focused. I was waking up 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning before school, going to the gym, going to school, probably take a nap during class for like 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm grateful
Word.
for all my teachers though. A lot of my teachers they worked diligent with me because they knew the life that I was living,
Yeah,
and they worked with me. So I was never really a great student. I did what I had to do,
yeah,
but
yeah, for
I
sure.
was never really a great student. I knew college was something that I never really was interested in doing
Word.
either.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, just live the life of a fighter. Just wake up. I woke up, go to the gym, go to school, came home, went to the gym, came home, ate, and maybe got even a third workout in before the night ended. So
sure.
yeah, just the life of a fighter.
But Vito, I can't let you get off like that. You skipped the part, man. You in high school. I know the baddies is on you, right? We come on, let's talk about it. I know that, like, how is you able to kind of remain in that fighter mindset? And I
Yeah,
know that you feel me. You from a nice part of Jersey, man. I know it's some
yeah,
nice girls out there,
yeah. I
man.
mean, those kind of things come with the life
Word,
that I chose. So, but look, like I said, I stayed focused. I did my thing, and
word.
yeah, I kept the main thing the main thing.
Okay. All right, that's good then. That's good.
Yeah,
Yo, what's 3 things you can't live without?
three things I can't live without. My family. They're my rock through it all. So my family. Um, my family, probably boxing. I probably
Word.
can't. Some boxing's got to be in there. It
Yeah,
keeps me
yeah.
sane. Honestly, place where I could just zone out, go and just beat. That's like my happy place. My family, boxing. What else? Family,
Don't say
boxing.
don't say that, girl.
Nah, nah, nah.
No, that's it with you, man.
What else, man? Look, I'll just say my family and
Well,
boxing.
okay, okay,
Yeah, my
okay. That's
family
good.
and
We can
boxing.
roll with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you in the gym training, man, what music are you listening to? Like, what are you turning up to, like in the gym? Like, what you listening to?
I look like a Justin Bieber guy, or what do you think?
Nah, come on. I know
No,
you
I'm
from
playing.
Jersey, bro. I know
I'm
you're not
playing
on
around.
none of that.
I'm
Come
playing
on.
around. No,
Word.
probably. Rod Wave is my favorite artist right now. Rod
Okay.
Wave. I like Meek Mill.
Okay.
Lil Baby. Then you got
Word.
some days where I want to go like 50, Biggie. Like certain days you got to go different times of
Yeah,
rap.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I
Fact.
ultimately I listen to rap mostly in the gym.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is just something I've been seeing over fights, Vito. Never walk out to 50, I'll whoop your head. Do not ever walk out to that song. Anytime somebody walk out to that song, bro, they get their head whooped, man. Don't hey, listen, don't do that, bro. All
No,
right?
I'm not. I already
Don't,
look my
please,
my
bro.
song. I walk out to really the same song usually a lot. Wins and Losses by Meek Mill. That's one of my
Okay.
favorite songs. So
All right, nah, for sure. That's dope. All right,
yeah.
so after the fight is over, man, what's that comfort meal you going to get?
Well, this fight's on a Friday, but usually I fight on a Saturday, and then I go home and I have my mom's Sunday gravy. So that's
Okay.
like I love my mom's Sunday gravy or with Sunday sauce. A lot of people.
Word.
So yeah, that's probably one of my favorite meals with some raviolis. Yeah.
All right, cool. So, do you got a talent that we don't know about?
Um, a talent. Look, when I'm home, really, I just sit. I'm a homebody, so I don't really do a lot. But um,
Don't
I'm
bring up
just
that
an
girl.
athlete. Ultimately, I like to play ball. I
Or
like to whatever it is with sports. I like playing video games too. Uh,
you play Call of Duty or what?
I play. I used to play a lot of zombies in Call of Duty.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
but
Yeah,
I got a PS5 and I used it like maybe three or maybe a few times, and then I don't really. Yeah, I don't use it a lot, but my brother likes to play, so I play Fortnite with him sometimes.
for sure.
Um, yeah, but yeah, not really. Nothing that I do that's really crazy.
Cool. So my last question, and I know you got a lot more career left in you, but if we had to stop time today, right? What do you want the world to know about White Magic Vito Mielnicki?
If I had to stop the, would you?
No, no, no. Basically, what I'm saying is like right now, today, what is it that you want the world to know about you?
Yeah, that I was really just another kid from Roseland that comes from a small town, came from a good family, and he ultimately just put in the work. He locked in on what he wanted to do. He he had his mind set on what he wanted to do. He locked in, worked hard, stayed consistent, blocked out all the noise, and went to work and didn't let nothing deter him from where he was gonna go. Obviously, there's gonna be some detours, but ultimately stayed on path that he was destined to be. He believed in God and trusted in God's path and went and got what he wanted.
Word, man. Hey, Vito, man. Good luck on the fight. December 29th. Make
Yes,
sure
sir.
everybody tap in, tune in, man. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate you for joining me, man, for
No,
sure.
thank you, bro.
Any
I
last word?
appreciate you.
Okay. All
Yes,
right, man.
sir.
Thanks. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right. Come on. All right, y'all. That was Vito. Was good. Now, I think that was a pretty good interview, man. Especially like, you know, with fighters like Vito, you know, they get a lot of flack, you know what I'm saying? Hey, my man Mike, man, shout out to my guy Mike in the building, you know, they're rocking with me. Hey, make sure I hit that like button. Hey, Michelle, it's like I fed my Haitian brother. He said, good job, Truth. Jersey is right here. Facts. You know what I'm saying? You know, again, like the thing that really wanted me to tap in with Vito is because, again, a lot of these guys, man, we see them from so early on, right? And so it's easy to see a guy that's going through the growing pains on live TV, or the growing pains the growing pains during early on in the career. But again, after that last performance against Alexis Salazar, stopping him in one round, he's in Houston. He with Ronnie Shields, a bunch of rounds with Charlo, sparring guys like Yoenis Tellis, things like that. I think he making that round turn, and I think in 2024, that might be the time we start to see Vito move up in competition, and you know, and really make his name. If he gonna be that guy, I think 2024, 2025, we really gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, how y'all feel about that? Carmen said, the beautiful Carmen Serene said, good job. Thank you, Carmen. I appreciate that. B said he do look like a Bieber guy. Hey, nah. He was right. He know the vibes. Nah, man. So again, man, I thank everybody for tuning in, tapping in. It's a lot of things going on in the sport of boxing right now, man. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go live 4 p.m. And we gonna talk about that, man. We're gonna talk about this Devin and Tank situation. We're gonna talk about this big heavyweight card that we got going up. We're gonna quietly talk about Inouye versus Marlon Tapales, because that's next Tuesday. You know what I mean? That's a week from today. For those that been sleeping under a rock, man. It been a real good year in boxing, man, for sure. So I'm a sign off today. I thank everybody for tapping in, tuning in with me. Again, make sure y'all hit that like button. The super chats is now back up. They was down before, but I had to put YouTube in a, you know what I mean, in a chokehold. You know what I'm saying? But we back rocking, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. This is Truth. This is A-Side Boxing. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, comment, subscribe. If you hating, just send some money with it too, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. But it's A-Side Boxing, y'all. I'm out.